Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some Xbox fans majorly disappointed by a pretty big feature getting removed by Xbox and also being changed. We also have some brand new updates from Phil Spencer himself, talking about the future of the console, and as well a bit of big updates when it comes to Activision, all of that, and as well one of the world's worst games we've ever seen, ever made so far, all throughout this video. So if you guys will stay tuned, relax, and enjoy, and as well make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As you guys keep on seeing, we have a brand new Howl promotion going on over here with Best Buy, so you guys want to check out the nice little Theragun promotion with all the Howl links down below. There's a hashtag ad because we are a Best Buy partner. And of course, we also have the Twitter and Twitch when you guys are bored and want to hang out and chill. We maybe have like one more last Twitch stream before we go to TwitchCon, so keep that in mind. And of course, I appreciate y'all so much for watching. Let's go dive on into some pretty good and juicy stuff. So first and foremost, in case you guys have missed it, this is actually somewhat sad news that's been floating around in the gaming world. Now, Xbox has had a lot of really big features, and same thing with PlayStation. PlayStation and Xbox, Steam, EA, whatever it might be, on occasion does remove these features. And while sometimes they might be a little bit more niche, sometimes they're useful, sometimes they're things that people like, and this is one of those things where I think a lot of folks, especially for nostalgia or have been active Xbox users, are pretty upset. Now, there's been some other little side things such as PlayStation, where PlayStation had accolades. If you guys probably remember that, most likely not. The accolade system themselves were basically like meant to be like, hey, you played certain games, you got a bunch of trophies, you beat this many games, you were a good player, whatever it might be. And that actually ended up getting removed, and although not as many people were upset about it, some people still were. Some people wanted to, they cared. Like, they obviously care about this stuff. That's their games, their consoles, it's like what they want to do. Like, we get it. Now, the part two of this, though, is that Xbox actually, once again, also removed and changed up some big things, and there's a big controversy behind it. So basically, Xbox users are outraged after Microsoft warns of mass deletion coming soon. Xbox One and Xbox Series X fans are fuming with Microsoft, and let's talk about it. So Microsoft has warned Xbox One, Series S, and X users of a mass deletion coming in January 2024. Microsoft is naturally great at promoting the latest games in coming to Xbox Game Pass, running extensive ad campaigns for its latest Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S game releases, and most recently celebrating it completing the acquisition of Activision Blizzard. Now, when the bad news is the share, though, which is right over here, it's not activatable in the same marketing PR pipeline. To an extent, this is understandable and is what everyone else does as well, but as a result, not many Xbox fans are aware they're about to lose tons of their content. Probably one of the weirdest sentences I've ever read for an article to reference, but basically for this, they're trying to go and say, there's been a lot of really good news when it comes to Activision. It seems like the deal is going through, and it will at the end of the day be like good, like it's a good vibe. But whenever there's bad news, you don't want to tweet about it, don't want to talk about it, don't want to send emails about it, don't want to make a Reddit post about it, because obviously you don't want to be the bearer of bad news, and that's kind of what happened here. Microsoft has begun to alert Xbox owners via direct console message of their new policy that took effect back on October 1st. So earlier in this month. With this new policy in place, both new and existing captures on the Xbox network will automatically be deleted after 90 days, with the first deletion starting sometime in January 2024. In other words, you'll need to back up your Xbox Live captures as they are about to be wiped from Xbox Live servers. Now, this might not be the biggest thing for some of us watching, but this is more one of those things where it's like one of those niche deals that people get to set about. Like, let's say you've been an Xbox user since the start, and you have something from, let's just use for random years, 10 years ago, and you always want to keep it. Let's say you have a buddy who passed away. Let's say they have really cool messages, really cool first time playing Halo, like whatever it might be. Sometimes you have either these little live streams, these clips, these screenshots, or whatever. Like if you guys ever played your PS5 console, you guys probably realize that a lot of the time, sometimes you'll just take a random screenshot on accident, but some people do intentionally do this. Whether it's because they're content creators, whether it's because they want to share clips with their buds, or sometimes, like I said, sometimes more nostalgic and wholesome things, like your first time playing with your kid, first time winning a Fortnite match, whatever it might be. Like, people do care. Like, there actually are people that are upset about this news. Now, some of us watching myself, I'll be honest with you guys, like, I don't really care that much. I don't really have too many Xbox screen shares, or if I care about something very specific, I'll make sure to save it on my hard drive on my PC or whatever. But it doesn't mean that people whoever think this would go away. Or sometimes, don't forget, some people don't even see these things or don't have a chance to play their console for a while. Or sometimes new notifications will pop up over it and you'll never actually see the end of it. So due to new policies starting on October 1st, 2023, existing and new captures on the Xbox network will automatically be deleted after 90 days. Reads the alert. The first deletions will start in January of 2024. Now, if you guys do care about this stuff, I'm sure that's not probably that many people watching this that care, but I mean, maybe who knows? you guys only have a few more weeks to go and get it all situated over here too as well. And as you expect, two Xbox fans aren't happy about this, making the matters worse. Microsoft has not communicated on why it's doing it, so a lot of folks are just assuming it's for them to lose money, or not to stop losing money, because it is a big point. Nowadays, a lot of big storage on like VODs, on screenshots, on whatever, usually are pretty big deals. Like, you want to go, it costs a lot of money. If you're Amazon or Twitch, like you guys know I'm a Twitch streamer, your VODs will only stay there for so long. Like, they usually only stay there for, I think, 90 days for partners, and then anything else is kind of whatever. Or same thing for other things, like such as, like, say, for YouTube. Like, YouTube doesn't typically remove VODs, but they'll always be, quote-unquote, actively making money on the videos. Let's say if you have the video there and someone has to access the video, they have to play an ad to go ahead and run. It makes sense. Like, it's okay for that. But a lot of websites will delete stuff after a while, or if it's more of like a caching thing, they maybe have to make money. Good examples like Reddit or Twitter. At a certain point, they have to go and save money, and they also have to go and charge things, whatever. So some of the people are obviously not happy. They're saying, honestly, Microsoft for doing this, reads one popular comment on the post above. You know, they are only doing this to save a literal penny or two. Which is, and honestly, kind of true. Like, most people probably don't have that many screenshots, or as well, maybe have a thing, like maybe have an option saying, hey, I want to save these, or you have to individually save them just so they can keep on the storage. And then if someone just doesn't care enough to want to go through it, then it's not really their fault at the end of the day, which is totally fine. So with this change, these videos may as well be gone. How are they so freaking bad at this? Reads another popular comment. If they just leave them on your Xbox, they auto-delete. You have to upload them. Now they're auto-deleting the uploaded ones too. For sake, just leave them in our Xbox without auto-deleting them. And don't forget, Microsoft is one of the biggest companies in the entire planet. They also even make a lot of money on their own like server hosting too as well. Now PlayStation does do similar stuff. Like, I don't want to go and make this an anti-Xbox thing, although the topic is on Xbox. PlayStation does do a lot of these things. PlayStation does go and also delete stuff. Same with Steam, same with EA, same with Twitch, as I even mentioned. So it's not like a pure Xbox thing, but in this one individual case, it is an Xbox issue. So at the moment of writing this, Xbox has not responded to the backlash this decision has created. We don't expect this to change for a variety of reasons, especially at the current level of outrage. However, if it does, we'll have to sure to update the story accordingly and as well. So I don't think people are really overreacting, because if they're using the feature and they're upset the feature is getting removed, I think that's all around right in their mind. Although I personally don't mind. I don't usually ever use these features or care about it. I'm not going to be personally upset, but I can see why, especially if it's cool nostalgia and other things out there at the end of the day. Now, we also did have a pretty big thing for sad news when it comes to Xbox, where the good old Phil Spencer did go and say the Activision Blizzard games aren't coming to Xbox Game Pass until 2024. Now, we did go make a video on this like maybe a few days ago discussing the rumor on this, or Activision talk, but we now have official confirmation from Phil Spencer himself stating that there is not going to be like a secret drop or a secret celebration that's coming out in the near future. Sitting Xbox chief and Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer confirmed that Activision Blizzard games aren't coming to Xbox Game Pass anytime soon. In the latest official Xbox podcast, Spencer confirms that there's going to be a big drop of Xbox. There's not going to be a big drop of Xbox games and Activision games being blended together from Game Pass, and they might see some in 2024, although probably nothing to do for the end of this year. They were saying the regulatory process took so long that we weren't able to get in and work with the Activision Blizzard on that back catalog of work. Now the deal is closed, we're starting that work, but there is work. I think the Activision Twitter handle did put out something that talked about 2024, and I think that's accurate. I would love if there was some kind of secret celebration drop that's coming in the next couple of weeks, although there is not. So once again, some folks are still sad. We've kind of heard this news a few days ago, leaking that this might have been a thing, but at the same time, we're just not going to get these actual games, which stinks. Although they're going to come sooner rather than later, they still have to probably have like the court approval. Like they have basically gotten like the approval from the CMA, but you still have to have like the legal, like sign the contracts, review the contracts, and move over the acquisitions. You have to get like the people moving over. You have to get like the emails changed over. If you guys been to corporate stuff, you guys probably understand. Basically, there's a huge, massive list of random things that kind of like it's just a lot. Like it's a lot of random stuff. So they have to kind of go through that at the end of the day. And, well, that's it. So a little bit more sad news. It's still good that they're getting the games for Xbox users. It's just sad. It's going to take a little while. But that's expected. That's totally fine. And then last but not least, there's been a huge big game over here. Well, first and foremost, Phasmophobia got delayed on PS5 and Xbox. Super sad to see. This game's dope. Last but not least, there's been a big game going viral called The Skull Island Rise of Kong. And apparently this is one of the world's worst games made in the entire platform. You're basically like a King Kong, but it's possibly one of the most horrendous game you've ever seen ever, apparently. Where everyone just thinks this game is possibly one of the worst design made proper games I've ever seen ever. Where you're just basically a like Gorilla, doing Gorilla stuff. God only knows why this is a game. I will never play this game, but it does look horrendous. It almost looks like an Attack on Titan Gorilla at the end of the day. I don't know, but apparently this is bad. So that's all my thoughts. So make sure you guys check out the Xbox links down below. By Xbox, I mean Best Buy. We have a lot of HOW links down below for the brand new Theragun promo. Those are the 3 links down below. Hashtag ad, hashtag Best Buy partner. If you guys want to check those out, we'll be live up on Twitch, probably the last Twitch stream of the week. So check those out for Twitter and Twitch stream. And of course, everything else down below. And I appreciate you guys all for watching.